You'll be surprised what most people can't do. We have a lot of features in common as humans. Sure, there are a few exceptional people who can jump a little higher, stretch a little further, and play Beethoven a little better than the rest of us, but in the vast majority of cases, it boils down to hours and hours of practice. However, there are a few peculiar abilities that some people possess that others lack. Here are some things that the majority of people are unable to achieve. 10. Wiggling your ears. This appears to be a pointless feat, but it is estimated that 10 to 20% of the world's population can do it with ease by controlling the movement of their ears with muscles called auricularis. While it is uncommon in humans, cats, dogs, and horses can all regulate this region of their body with ease, allowing them to pinpoint where specific noises are originating from. Wiggling one's ears, on the other hand, is a vestigial trait in humans. This indicates that it is something that would have been valuable to our forefathers but is no longer useful. As a result, ear wiggling is most common in persons whose parents can do it as well and have passed on the wiggling gene to their children. Why some people can keep this gene and others can't remains a mystery to science. Dyskinesia is a severe form of ear wiggling in which persons lose voluntary control of their movement, and ear wiggling becomes a sequence of spasms and tics. 9. Rolling your tongue. With roughly 65% of the population being able to roll their tongue, this is a characteristic that is relatively prevalent. The logic underlying this is quite straightforward, or it used to be. Tongue rolling is a trait that is passed down from generation to generation. If one or both of your parents were tongue rollers, you'd most likely be one as well. However, several people now believe that this explanation is overly simplistic. Professor John H. McDonald, speaking to Mental Floss, cites tongue-rolling children born to parents who can't roll their tongues as proof that the hereditary idea is incorrect. McDonald feels that tongue-rolling has more to do with environmental difficulties, and that it is a behavior that people pick up at a young age. It could also be due to an unexplainable quirk, such as how you are positioned in the womb, in some situations, he argues. 8. Licking your elbow with your tongue. This is a peculiarity that many people have claimed is impossible for years. It's doable, but the number of people able to do so is extremely limited. The best prediction for the percentage is 1% or less. According to reports, the Guinness Book of World Records receives about 5 claims per day from those who believe they have a unique skill. There doesn't appear to be any clear science behind why some individuals can do it and others can't, but the best theory is that the select few who have this skill are born with a particularly lengthy tongue. 7. Rolling your brows. For years, Spock admirers all over the world have been practicing this skill. Some folks can even go a step further than Spock's elevated brow, rolling their brows. According to David Givens, baboons, mandrills, and cebus monkeys elevate their eyebrows to terrify possible predators, which is another evolutionary quirk that we may have grown out of through time. Raising one eyebrow is a skill that can be learned at home, according to WikiHow. Eyebrow rolling, it's assumed, takes a little longer to master. 6. Bending your little finger without bending your ring finger. Begin by bending each finger separately from the others, starting with your thumb. You probably went as far as your middle finger before you started having problems. Because your middle and ring fingers are connected to the same muscles, they tend to move in unison. Likewise, it is almost difficult to move the little finger independently of the ring finger. This one may be overcome with a lot of practice, which is beneficial if you want to become a concert pianist. 5. Simultaneously rubbing your abdomen and patting your head. This is certainly one we've all attempted in school. Because we're attempting to move both hands in opposite directions at the same time, it's difficult to pull off. Try patting your belly and rubbing your head for a wonderful change of pace. However, most of us should eventually be able to master it. Start by rubbing your belly button, as patting should be the easiest part. Unlike many of the other examples in this video, this technique has some practical applications, such as improving coordination and having a favorable impact on individuals learning to juggle or play musical instruments. 4. Twitching nose. Perhaps best known for the hit television show Bewitched. If you're a 1960s sorcerer, twitch your nose will come in handy. Otherwise, it doesn't appear to be that useful. That doesn't rule out the possibility of some of us giving it a shot. Elizabeth Montgomery, who played Samantha in the TV show, was reputedly so sick up with being asked to twitch her nose in public that she just refused to do it when the show finished. It could be an indication of nerve injury or nutritional concerns if you haven't perfected the art of the nose twitch and suddenly find it vibrating uncontrollably. 3. Moving one eye independently of the other. Binocular vision refers to the movement of both eyes at the same time in humans. Some people, however, are fortunate enough to be able to move one or both eyes independently of one another. There appears to be no consensus among scientists as to why this is the case. However, it appears to be a genetic anomaly passed down from our forefathers. It is also a skill that can be learned. However, you should be aware that you may most likely experience a headache as a result. 2. Sneezing with open eyes. Sneezing with our eyes open is nearly difficult for the great majority of us. This is because cranial nerves connect our nose and eyes, so when we sneeze, the force of the motion travels up one nerve to the brain and down another to the eyelids, causing everyone to blink. There's no reason why these nerves are connected, and there's no reason we need to close our eyes when we sneeze. In truth, there are a few lucky people who can keep their eyes open while sneezing, and contrary to popular belief, this does not cause your eyes to bulge out. 1. Touching your nose with your tongue. Although it isn't the most impressive party trick in the world, some people can touch their nose with their tongue. In fact, about 10% of the world's population can do so. Unlike many of the other examples in this movie, science has given this action its own name, the Gorlin sign, which is named by pathologist and academic Robert J. Gorlin. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a rare connective tissue disorder, is suspected to be linked to this talent. About half of those who have this tissue can touch their nose with their tongue. You don't have to be in this condition to pull it off, and that's all there is to it. Are you one of the few individuals capable of licking their elbow? Maybe you can use your tongue to touch your nose? Please let me know how you get on in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe by clicking the bell button to never miss another video of Could Be Anything channel. Thank you for tuning in.